responding 19 Evelyn Park for a lift assist. 10-4 Engine 1 responding 19 Evelyn Park for a lift assist. Charlie 1, Zulu Tango Mobile, monitoring. 2 Columbus. Bosque, 101 Dan Fox Drive, 1051. Cafe motion. 2 check. Fire alarm. Engine 1 down to 19 Evelyn Park. Marshal 1, you're on scene. K1FFK. One oh two, 105, you can cancel. 2 check. 105, you can go 10-8. So you put it back on at 45 circular follow up. 1041, you're in service. Yeah.
listening on 5323.
WA1RVT. Good morning from K2LM. My name is Jim, and I'm outside Saratoga Springs.
Morning, Jim. Name here is Rob. It's Whiskey Alpha 1, Romeo Victor Zebra, here in Ludlow, Mass, southbound.
Fine business. Good to hear you on Greylock 2-3. I don't think I've ever heard you here before when I'm sitting doing work. Well, I listen to a lot. Because it's about what it is. It is the 6-meter repeater that I can hit. It's either that or 52.525 or 6.
Yeah, 10-4. Actually, this is one of the first times I've ever been on here. I actually just got my call sign switched to a Vanity. My call sign used to be KB1 NLM, Kilo Bravo 1, November Lima Mike. I hopped on here a few times, but I never got an actual call back. But yeah, normally I operate out of the 5309 over on Mount Lincoln in Pelham.
WA1 AES. Oh, okay. How is the Mount Beacon repeater doing? We're talking about Mount Beacon outside Mount Beacon, New York, right?
Mount Lincoln, Mass, Pelham, Mass. It's I've had a issue.
Good morning.
I believe there's some interference issues going on up there.
NHD.
Correcting it.
New Hampshire driver, WA1AES. How you doing on this bright but chilly morning? Where you going?
Used it before. Carried quite a distance.
Man, I haven't got my voice yet. New Hampshire driver, New Hampshire transport.
Worcester, not so bad in the map.
NHD. I was close.
I wouldn't say quite Framingham, but
Well, right now, and sorry, I haven't got my morning voice. Well, I have my morning voice, which means I have no voice at all. I'm actually heading to North Adams right now to pick up, and then I have to go up to Bangor, Maine, to a GE plant and deliver there.
Well, it all first started with my grandfather was the one who got me involved in.
Just another day on the road, WA1AES. Well,
for about 3 years.
Luckily, you got loads to deliver and places to go. We're entirely too busy. Working in Massachusetts this week. I got you over at General Dynamics this morning in Pittsfield. But we've been out and about, and we got a possibility of a job up in Calais, Maine. Boy, that's getting up there. WA1AES.
Maybe eventually would be to get a repeater on the air.
Yeah, well, staying in this area, there's no money for me, unfortunately. The only money I'm making is convincing dispatch to give me a bonus here and a bonus there. Like yesterday's run, I got a $45 bonus. Today's run, I coaxed a $150 bonus out of them. There's just, when you do this job, the other job I used to have, I was busy every day, but of course I was delivering to Target stores. But now I just go wherever dispatch sends me, and there's nothing in the Northeast. So I don't like coming home anymore. Once I get up here, I can't get out. Yeah, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other, huh? You don't know what you got until you move on to something else. The grass always looks greener or something like that. Well, hope it works out for you. And right about now, if they had a run going down to Naples, Florida, that'd be the one to grab, over. Yeah, well, definitely. In fact, I have to be in Miami sometime next month because that's where my boss lives, and he wants me to bring because I drive a cargo van now, no more big truck, and he wants me to bring the van down for some specialized maintenance. Roger, Roger. Well, hey, that's okay. You get paid for the ride down if he puts you up for a day or two down there, and even if he buys burgers and a beer, that's not too bad, Jason. Over.
It was not.
Yeah, well, that's what he said he was going to do last time, but he couldn't find a babysitter for his twins, and so he put me up in a hotel, but I don't like hotels. I mean, it did have a pool. I went swimming. This was earlier in December, and got an ear infection because of the water. Yeah, once I get back to warmer temperatures, I'll be happy. Pretty shortly here, in like a couple minutes, I should be driving past, or I will be driving past, KD2GYU's place of residence / employment.
I just wanted to spell the name.
Yeah, I think I was up there. Met those guys up there one day, if I'm not mistaken. Very good. And that's right, I had forgotten you went down in size to the smaller van. That's a specialized maintenance, huh? Sounds like he wants a trucker to find out where you are, or? Well, no, he has his personal mechanic down there who he wants to do things that he would prefer not to have done on the road. I mean, I'll get the oil changes and whatnot on the road and tire rotations, but when he wants a tune-up done, he prefers to see his personal mechanic. Oh, what's for you? Nothing like driving 1,200 miles one way to get a tune-up. I hope the guy is a good price.
Sitting here in the shack, but I
What, his mechanic? I haven't seen his mechanic, because when he took my van last in December, he took it to get it washed, to get a little tune-up. I guess he didn't have a part, or the diagnostic computer wasn't reading this vehicle. I think he had to update his diagnostic equipment, and that's why he wants me back down there again, so he can plug in and read and properly tune it up. But yeah, I'm not a fan of hotels. He told me, don't worry, he won't put me in a hotel this time. It should be quick. Well, I hope it works out. Well, good time to be heading south. I did my 8-month stint down there. Didn't like living there, but being there in January and February at 50, 60 degrees instead of being up here at 4 to 8 is a definite plus this time of year. All right, I am pulling in the lot here. Got to get some work done. Have a safe trip, and if we don't catch you, take run down to Miami there. WA1AES, where I'm from.
It's burning.
I'm still going to be stuck up here for a little bit, because now I have to, after I pick up here, and I actually just entered New Lebanon, New York, which is where Ted lives. I'll be passing his road here very shortly. He told me to stop in for breakfast, but I told him I was just going to drive right by. Yeah, I'll be stuck here because there's never any freight out of this area. Any freight that comes in here never has anything leaving. And anything that picks up in this area usually just delivers local. So I'll get up to Maine, and then I'll probably go back south and back into New Hampshire and stop by my mom's house quickly, and I'll just have to sit there and wait. All right, you have a good day. There's Ted's Road. Passing Ted's Road now. Bye, Ted. Bye, Ted. 730, then 1 and HT. Okay, Jason, 73. WA1AES.
We lived up in that area. We went and visited him a few times, but I'll have to look back through. I have all his old cards and all his old contacts, so I'll have to go back through and see if I can find that.
Oops, am I wrong? That was Ted's Road. And there's the bagel shop, Bucky's Bagels. He took me there for breakfast one time. Good bagels they got there. All right. 73 N1 and HT Mobile.
Anyway, I need to get going. Some clothes on here and get on with some chores, but I hope that I will hear you again on Greylock. Very quiet repeater. Sits here and runs all the time. hearing a little beep note against like some interference. I don't know if it's coming from the repeater or it's just my location, like QTH. I'm betting it's the QTH.
KB1, or excuse me, WA1RVZ. Could possibly be my radio. I have a modded commercial repeater. It tends to beep sometimes when I talk too much. It's kind of a reminder for myself that I need to quiet down a little bit. But very nice talking to you, sir. Jim, I will definitely hop on here a little more. I got about a half-hour commute into work every morning, so into my one job. Yeah, it's great talking to you. I hope to get you on here some more. Say 7-3s for now.
K1,
And
yes,
maybe
yes,
try you
K.
tomorrow morning. WA1 RVZ. Be clear on your final, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to think of Bernie. Not yet. Yeah, I'm normally up here. This is sort of the way I start my morning. I'm curious, what do you do for a work? And yes, when I had to go to the office, I had a half an hour commute. That was always interesting this time of year.
I used a Kenwood TK690 high power range 3, which is the higher end of the range. And then all you have to do is turn 2 pots and take some voltage readings and just tune the front end of the radio. All in all, it probably took me about an hour and a half to do. Once I did it, it works great. It's 110 out. I actually turned it back. It was over 120, 125, so I turned it down to 110. Right now, currently, all my radios are all high power, but this is the only thing what I have in the front.
Is that the vintage radio that is actually, I will call it a trunk mount? In other words, there's a control head and then there's another box in the old days was mounted in the trunk, or is it an under the dash unit?
You can actually get it either way. They're selling online right now for about $100. Both versions, either dash mount or remote trunk mount. Mine is currently remote trunk mount with a communications cable from the radio head, which is in the center console, to under the back seat. I'm a full-time firefighter, so I have a actual kind of police set up in my truck here, just filled with radios.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, then that makes it nice. Yes. Yeah, you call it communications cable back. Yeah, it's probably about 25 wires, all buried in this big cable. It's not like in the new amateur stuff, which is just a little serial cable that you can stick anywhere. All right, good. I'll try to be up here tomorrow morning about this hour, and I'll be listening to Great Lock 2-3, and I'll try to remember. I'm sure I talked to Bernie. I just have to try to remember. It's slowly coming back. By tomorrow morning, I'll remember. Anyway, have a good day. Talk to you later. K2LM.
Great talking to you. WA1RVC. Be clear. Have a good day. Have a great call.
200 to 203. Can you swing in and see me? 203.
203.
Disregard.
Disregarding. Attention all stations, check your station email for your daily street reports. Check your station email for your daily street reports. Pittsfield Fire Department KNCG 444, the time is now 0823.
4-mile trip here to General Dynamics. It's warming up a little. Thank God that sun's coming up, over. Oh, that sun's been in my eyes since I got moving. I just stopped in Lanesboro at the Target to run and get some Starbucks, so I'm all happy now.
Bags, etc.
Oh, very good. Well, I'll get you going. Keep me moving along through the morning anyway. I grabbed a second cup of coffee while I was at the office, so I'm good for a little while. Boy, crystal clear day out here, but another 20 degrees would certainly be appreciated. Got a phone message this morning from the tenant I have down in Connecticut. Said that the furnace was running too much and she was spending too much money on oil. Might be the outdoor temperature, WA1ATS. Well, when I had oil heat, I would actually also run electric heaters at the same time, and running them both actually cut down on both the electricity and the oil consumption. Well, you know the line that when you have electric heat, you can do it room by room and turn down the rooms you don't need, and usually the oil is a whole floor or a good portion of a floor on the zone kind of thing. There are lots of different ways to look at it. Whatever works for you. And I know there's some people out there that hunker down, put on the sweaters, and use the wood stove. But in this weather, boy, that heat doesn't permeate the whole house too much, over. Well, still better than the old steam radiators. I used to hate those because, and I've had a few, because when it's cold, it continues getting colder until the steam reaches your radiator. And then when it starts warming up to the point of it's warm enough to shut off the thermostat, the temperature continues to increase until the radiator finally cools off. So you either get an extreme high or an extreme low with an old steam radiator. Yeah, that was always the problem with steam systems. And they still do use steam in some places, but it's very, very tough to control. It tends to swing. See, if you were down in Miami, you wouldn't have these problems. WA1AES. N1NHT. You probably hear my voice is picked up a little bit. Got the morning out of it. When I was a kid, those steam radiators, they used to help me sleep. Although the banging and that little whistle spigot thing, whatever, that would actually, I'd sleep great through those noises. They really would lull me to sleep. Well, I'm sure if you put a little tape recorder somewhere where they still got some, and get a tape and then just put it on a loop, you'd have the same thing going for you without wasting all of the oil. All right, turning into GD here. Have a safe trip. Talk to you later. WA1AES. All right, I'm 10 miles away from destinating anyways, or not, actually picking up. Destinating will be Bangor, Maine. 7-3s, have a good morning. November 1, November, Hotel, Tango. My watch is wrong. I think I need a new watch. The minutes are right, but the hours, it's an hour behind. That's weird. N1NHT. Well, that's all. I just looked at mine, and that time is right, but it's got the wrong date. Oh, well, I'm always a day late and a dollar short. 7-3, WA1AES. K1FFK. Hey, I can see the repeater from here. I think that's it. I've been up there many times. I'm pretty sure that's it. Hey, quit thinking, will you? N1QOV. Good morning, Mr. OV. I have the repeater to the left of me, or at least I see the monument. Oh, I see an antenna tower too, I think. I'm in Adams, or North Adams. I'm picking up in North Adams this morning. Isn't that cool? What are you on vacation or running a different territory or whatever? Well, I came up here for the holidays. Now I just can't get back out. They keep giving me all these local runs. Yeah, I know that. That's got to be the repeater because I recognize this road, I think. No, I can't see it. I'm almost to where I'm going. 3 miles. 3 miles. I was listening a little earlier with the talk about steam heat. Yeah, oh man, that was funny. When I was, I don't know, in junior high and high school, we had a coal-fired steam. Sometimes I couldn't control that coal fire. I had to open the windows in the middle of winter. I can laugh now, but it wasn't so funny. When my mom got like really perturbed and stuff, you know. that boiler starts going, you know, it's hot, and by the time the heat gets up to you, you're freezing. But then by the time the boiler shuts off, the temperature continues to rise, so then you're dying of heat, but then within like 10 minutes you're freezing again. There was no in between.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess we lived with it and did the best we could. I had a wood stove in my kitchen, where I am now. You put your butt up to the wood stove, and your backside would be warm, and in the front would be cold. Well, anyway, the vagaries of modern life.
When I was a kid, I made the stupid, I had the stupid idea, and I did this, and I burned the carpet doing it. It was cold in the other room. From, you know, you had the wood stove, and it was cold in the other room. So I grabbed the mason jar, and I grabbed a hot coal out of the fire, out of the wood stove, and put it in the mason jar to bring in the other room. Well, that didn't work because it melted right through the glass before I even got out of the living room.
Yeah, I learned early on about Pyrex and was pottery, or no, the heck is it there, the cracks, the pottery cracks there. You can't wash them out in hot water and then put cold in there because they crack. And I think you can still buy real cracks. You used to make sauerkraut and all kinds of good stuff.
I really do think that's the repeater to the left of me. Because I see a monument of some sort, and then I see a red and white radio tower. I think that's it. Or a TV tower. I'm not sure which one it is.
I'm here for coffee. I'll be right back. I get a coffee to go.
Alright, I'm actually going to hang up the microphone. I'm just over a mile away from destinating. So I need to pay attention to, I got to make a right turn on the State Street in 1 mile. And then I will be at my destination. So 7:30 for now. I should be still in range for the N1 MHD.
Hey, Jason. Wrong. I just realized I don't have any money, or not enough for coffee even. I gotta go over hit the bank. Catch you later, N1 Julie.
You don't have money for coffee. Don't you have a credit card?
That won't work here.
So you go to one of those little mom and pop coffee places that don't have a credit card machine.
Well, actually, it's Cumberland Farms, but I don't know if they do credit or not. I imagine so, but I gotta hit the bank anyway because I don't have money. And I still have one cup in the holder, but I always like to have an extra because I often get where there's no place to get coffee.
Yeah, of course Cumberland Farms does credit. Alright, coming up on my turn right now. N1 NHD.
K1FFK.
5 in the area.
10-4.
Smash 5-3, Charlie Delta 2-2.
Right, I am at my pickup location and stepping out of the vehicle. N1 NH. I'm on the wrong frequency. Oh no, I'm not. It just changed. Oh, the display changed. Never mind. N1 NHT stepping out. Okay, actually I was off frequency. Whoops. Slightly off frequency. Alright, N1 NHT.
I'm out with 5 on the 149 frame.
10-4.
Two 5.
205.
Seattle Mass Sierra 486 76 755.
10-4.
205, how we looking? Yeah.
It looks like everything is active. I guess she sleeps in her car a couple times a month or so. And a lot of recent queries on that vehicle.
That's what I think it's going to be. Cool, 5.
205.
I probably has to wait upon arrival. She states she's waiting for her next job with her client. Could be anything ours that checks out.
Okay.
K1FFK.
KV1SU in Mobile. LCD displays don't like to work well in the cold.
Well, all those monitors, you can't find one that you can use? You got stacks of them.
I had my test one, my customer work computer one. The video quality was was trash. It was garbage, all washed out. And I have an LG that was at the house that was for the upstairs community device. Grabbed that instead. But still like my good one. What can you say? It's been on 8 hours, 10 hours a day, 5 to 7 years.
That's not like a good used car or a battery, but I don't know how long it's supposed to last. But got a nice i3 with terabyte and a half a terabyte sitting there collecting dust. It could be yours.
Yeah, a lot of things could be mine. For that gold mine to roll through. That's what I want to try to do today, is put some more of the gold up and get that flowing. Actually, I got some things on the floor I got to look at. Customers brought them in this week. So do that early first. Called my hospital guy. He wasn't there yesterday. Didn't answer, so I'll try him again today. I got to stop by and see PUA. He's got the radio he wants me to take a look at. So I'm going to catch up with him sometime this week in the pit.
Well, he generally goes out to lunch, I guess. So probably catch him at that time. I got one up myself. On an offer was a trade. Cost me money though, and a radio. Well, give it some thought. It is a better radio than I'm putting up there, obviously, but it's one of the newer ones, probably about 6 months old, called the 7410 Icon. Other than that, it's quiet. At the moment. What a beautiful day, though. Man, that sun is hot.
It's going to be a good power day. Been lacking a little bit of juice in the stuff. In fact, I need to pick up get enough cash to pick up another storage device. I'm gonna bring the van down when it's put it in the van rather than back the little vehicle here. And get that installed. But it's twice the size of a car battery. Farm and tractors got them. A little bit more working current storage capacity. So I'm gonna grab one of those.
Are they sealed?
Yep, sealed battery. No replaceable liquid involved.
Yeah, that's the way to go. As long as you don't go below that magic number for calcification.
Well, this is nice. I get here and
keep thinking about the
I
same
don't
trade
even know why
in
I'm here
my
this early.
I'm gonna put the roof on this
My
year.
car
So I
goes
want to
must be
put
ready
solar
until
up there,
1:30.
not solar up there. So.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just sit here,
South
lean forward, and one an H.
55-degree angle.
All sorts of things on the
But not as an board seat, huh?
Going
Board
Massachusetts
seat.
pretty solar. They really want to pump it up to a lot.
I remember years ago looking at boards wood, I don't know why I was buying
I don't know
wood
if I
when you
can get
can
enough
do
for a
things
good
on the
time.
phone.
You got X amount.
Board seat, nothing linear, nothing, square this, holy mackerel.
And the infrastructure from the garage to the house might not be adequate.
Yeah, it's supposed to high on
at least number 4 or 6 in the ground. Don't be smaller than
Oh,
it was in 4,
geez.
which I think would be
Years
adequate.
back, somebody got dictionary now. All these words that really don't exist or have their own dictionary.
Yeah, I keep everything other than
Yeah,
20. I
7-3
would be
and high.
if I,
I don't use high that much.
since I don't need to, I haven't done that project yet. When I need to, that's when the project
That's another Joey.
when you're freezing and the refrigeration.
It's like, who thinks these days? Jesus, I'm 60-something, and where do they come up with these things?
Rain or something. Yeah, I gotta stump up into
I don't know, could be people like you and I who just have nothing else to do,
very hard line, or not
so we just
hard line, but
come up with
very
things.
flexible running cable I had to put up for my cousin in the backyard.
Well, that's some of the things I see on there. Unbelievable. I cannot believe people think have these thoughts in their mind, but anyway. I got that on my Facebook feed, and sometimes I'm ashamed to even read that stupid thing anyway. Okay. Okay.
It's too hard.
I mentioned your steer up
I
there
cannot
than
see the repeater from here.
anybody else.
There's a mountain in the way.
I wanted to get one in the ground too, but it never happened. Lay it across the ground if I have to, I suppose. Nobody goes out there anymore. No more ski.
Still nice view though. I just looked up a few information sites. Tell you the text laugh in different languages, like the Japanese WW, and what the Portuguese RSRS, and I think it's in Thailand it's KKK and GGG and some other countries. Well, anyway, now I know how to laugh at people in their language. I don't want to. Sometimes, Obi, I just don't know about you.
Pretty good.
So
I was just getting into the Japanese thing. I'm hot on the Japanese
Yeah.
website,
Deceiving it.
even though I can't understand, use the term. Anyway, I was seeing these www all over the place. And I thought maybe that was like, for sleeping, like sawing wood, you'd have a sawtooth. I thought meant sleep, go to sleep, but no, it actually means ha ha ha.
Only 2 gigs above. But that, if you read down into the description, is not part of the kit. So apparently there was.
See, I remember, because, everyone does LOL now, for laugh out loud. I was part of the era
That's interesting.
when LOL and text message was a sign of love.
Need one. I got a
It
guy
was
that
like
would like to.
143 or LOL was lots
Got
of
a very
love.
poor southern.
And then someone took that and turned it into laugh out loud.
This,
I remember when it was
might help
something
them out
before it
as
was
we could
something
run
else.
the six pack.
Before we had alphanumeric texting,
A little nicer.
I remember back when we used to have pagers, and someone would page us with a number, and we'd have to sit down and decipher the code.
Yeah, it says 100-foot run max.
I think when I first got on the computer, they were still dealing with the paging things.
It's 2 gig IF.
And the other one before that is if you
I think it changes it to an IF6.
something text and entered it into a calculator, and then turned that upside down. It was like ha ha ho ho ho. That's all. Yeah, well, mid-90s. Mid-90s.
Up to 2.5 or 2.7.
Because the pages never told us who was calling. We would just see the number and call the number. So what my mother would do is she would text me 303, which if you turn that sideways is MOM. She came up with that. So she goes, I'll just text you 303 when I need you to call me.
We checked out my 5 gig.
Okay, and just add that to my list of codes I have to remember.
Not transit. Very little coming out of it directly out of the system.
Okay. Then if I go off on another subject or something, it's because I got out of the truck. I think you understand. Let's see here. Kind of related to that. I worked in ordnance, GE ordnance, OP 1 or 2. Anyway, it was Navy, related.
And they had bells. These bells would ring infrequently. And I'm like, geez, I wonder if that's like Morse code or what. Well, like you said, code. But no, anyway, it was, each post or supervisor had this special ring, like 2 shorts and a long, when there was a certain individual. Anyway, it took me a while to figure that out.
I guess he was talking to somebody out in 7.
I was just remembering
Yeah, we
also,
had some solar flares too.
back when Mom did the 303,
Alright,
I
I
mean,
pulled in.
yeah, the MOM rather. Oh, no, wait a minute, 303.
Eat up to 62.
Oh, yeah, so she did that. So she did 303, and I realized that MOM on the phone, because if you look at the number, it's got like the 3 letters on it. MOM is 666. So my mother is Satan. Okay. The communist Satanists, commie pinko fag, they go next way. Next time I'll go via Omaha. What was that song? The Uneasy Rider. Can't believe my watch is an hour off. Exactly an hour. Which means I think the hour hand is messed up. Because the minutes are right, the dates are right, but the hour hand is an hour behind. I thought it was the battery. I just got the battery replaced 2 weeks ago. Apparently it's not the battery. Apparently this watch is just reaching its retirement
Water
time.
engine 5, number 575, 575 Pex Road for carbon monoxide detector activation.
My phone used to do that. Something or other. I think when it was an update, it would revert to mountain time or central time or some stupid thing.
575 Pex Road for carbon
Well, this isn't digital. This is 100% analog. And I like this watch. And it means I'm going to have to put my $400 smartwatch back on because this one's not keeping time anymore, which bums me out because I stopped using the smartwatch and went back to my regular analog watch because it was easier to look at. I don't have to push a button and swipe and swipe and swipe to see the time. This one I can just look. Well, next time you're in a big city like New York, you can buy a $20 Rolex.
Well, I'm engine 5, 575 Peck Road, zero detector activation.
I need to jump in the back of my spaceship here. Go back into my living quarters and grab my other watch.
You gotta hang out there till friggin' the afternoon. Holy cow. Oh man, I'd be going nuts. Anyway, you can keep entertained with all your electronic whatevers.
Okay, N1 MHT. I've got my big, expensive smartwatch here. I wonder if the battery's charged on it.
Really, you got all those things? Oh man, I can't even see do anything on my phone because I can't see the text or I know which icons are which by whatever intuition. Watch, holy mackerel. You got the full blown, do everything watch, huh?
Well, it didn't do all the same stuff as the phone. It was actually kind of, let me check the battery on this. Swipe down, gotta remember how to use it. Swipe down, look, 88% battery. Alright, I'm good for now. And it's got the right time at least, alright. No, unfortunately, I mean, it used to have its own phone number, but I shut that off. And it syncs up with my phone also via Bluetooth. But it doesn't receive all the information it's supposed to. Whenever any data comes across the phone, it's supposed to transfer to my watch so I can read it, text messages, emails. But it doesn't. Only like 1 in every 5 messages comes across. And I'm like, alright, well, this is pointless.
K1FFK. Well, my keeps telling me crap I don't want to know. Google message, emails and all that crap. I don't want that, but I don't know how to shut it off. If I try, I'll wreck something else. Where am I going here? I'm gonna have to sign off here in a couple minutes. I'm gonna do a few things and then probably head home and see if I'm in time for the net. N1 NHT, N1 QV.
Alright, I gotta see if I can get this thing re-synced up with my phone. Connect, searching for gear, scanning, scanning. Come on, it's right next to you. You should be able to find it. Unless, do I gotta turn it on this side? I forget. Gear not found. Alright, I gotta play with this. N1 NHT.
Engine 2 in service, 0925.
202, I'll be transporting this to traffic to her address momentarily. Alright, 17, we missed the traffic at Greendale, 0 stars.
10-4. 276 for 933.
K1FFK.
Coming down South Street, just passing the country club a couple minutes ago. It's going to be mass tag 275230. She says it's a blue mill van. She said there's some kind of an issue with the rear tire. It looks like it's about to fall off of the vehicle.
10-4.
North Marguerite.
233 Corner Street, car 35, Sarah Kirchner.
Where is the 17? 5 sure. Alarm, engine advised in service, control command terminated.
10-4 engine 5. Engine 5 is in service 0930.
Control on.
2-1.
Can I get a description and or plate of that vehicle?
She said it was a blue van, and the plate she gave comes back. It's not correct, but it was 275230. Check. It was at the time of the call. She was by the country club.
Try 21st.
Attention.
Three to 5, Dale. I'll be there in 1 minute. I'm on motion. Control 1.
2-1.
I'm out past Country Club and can't come up with that vehicle. Okay.
10-4.
K1SFK.
Go ahead.
Can't bring up my MDT. Can you run 4 Papa Tango Romeo 90? Somebody comes back to Parker.
Stanford. One, that's affirmative. Go ahead.
We're getting no answer at the door. We'll be 10 a.m. We can attempt to try back later.
That's fine.
If anyone sees Mark them in the building, if you please set on that.
Out at Greendale, number 26. Any mileage, 3.9.
10-4, KC 760948.